Nintendo moves money into other people's accounts.
And farming is not just for muggles.
This is Monday the 4th of September, and this is screenplay patch notes. You'll be tired. It's all right. Do you even snore? Are you a snorer? I'm Steph.
And I'm Nick, and here are the big stories that happened this weekend.
Still fighting the eternal slog of lawsuits that keep getting lobbed in their direction, Nintendo has just lost a suit to the tune of $10 million. First filed in 2013 by tech company iLife, they claimed that Nintendo's Wii and Wii U infringed on patents they had surrounding body movement detection, body movement analysis, and so on and so on. So they were unsure at first if this was one of those kind of patent trolls where they just patent a bunch of stuff and
sit on it.
And sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an egg.
They found out that it did infringe on a specific patent, but this was actually their initial lawsuit was for 150 million.
You gotta go high. You gotta go high because you know you're gonna get beaten down.
10 million's still pretty good.
10 million's still like a lot of money for a company called iLife, who Apple should be looking at to sue them for what's going on with that name. Yeah, I mean, you know, Nintendo. There's no way they're gonna take this though. Like, they're definitely going back to court. They've already said that they're turning around and going, look, this is just the first step in a series of long steps for us to not pay you $10 million ever.
How frustrating to get successful to the point where everyone wants to sue you. Like, you know, there's money, but then there's lawsuits.
The publisher of indie darlings Stardew Valley and Risk of Rain, Chucklefish Games, is teasing a new School of Magic RPG for their repertoire. The game will feature the studio's familiar design, but instead of planting seeds, you'll be planting spells into bad guys.
Yeah, no, I did.
You're a fan. I loved Stardew Valley. I love that kind of, like, that was such a chilled out, laid back, kind of waste your time game.
So this excites you then?
Yeah, because to me, Magic is a little more exciting than farming. And I think pretty much to everybody.
I would say Magic is a lot more exciting than farming.
Except to possibly farmers, or potentially even more so to farmers.
But do you think it's really gonna be magic, or is it just gonna be like magic carrots?
No, it's set in a school.
Okay.
It's set in like a magic school. That's the whole Harry Potter crossover thing. That
and
was
in the school, you'll learn how to make magic carrots.
All right, so I think we've exhausted the talking point for this one. Regardless, I'm very excited for this. Chucklefish made good game.
Moving on, move over Game of Thrones because there are some new giant reptiles ready to hit our screens. Ark Survival Evolved has finally been released after 2 years in early access, and to celebrate, Studio Wildcard is now developing an Ark live-action series. Teaming up with visual effects studio Pixarmondo, who worked on Game of Thrones, we'll soon see some hot people riding dinos and some schlocky sci-fi goodness if this trailer is anything to go by.
Oh man, it looks so bad.
You know what? I'm still gonna watch it.
Oh, of course we're gonna watch it. We have to watch it.
Why does everyone have to look so sexy in sci-fi stuff? Like that chick in that trailer, she had a full face of makeup on and a sick blow dry.
That's like a full YouTube tutorial on how to get that look.
Yeah, exactly. It just takes me out of it because I'm like, that would never happen. She doesn't live there. Give me some like Walking Dead, sweaty, hot people with their hair stuck against their face and some like, you know, dirt on them and stuff.
Yep.
Like some dino poo, like, I don't know.
What's happening? Like, I wonder if they're gonna put in more story stuff than the game actually has.
Did you watch Defiance? Did you get into Defiance?
No, I never got into that.
Yeah, okay.
I'll never get in.
He's telling me to wrap it up.
I'll never get into these sort of like tie-ins to video game worlds. Just put the story in the bloody game.
Was worked on Farscape, worked on it. I thought it was kind of cool.
Anyway, it's time to talk about something else.
Discussion time, it's discussion time.
I'm back from New York.
You look very tired.
How dare you? I think I look great.
I'm sorry, you do look great.
I'm very tired. Yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind trip, like all our press eventy sort of things are.
But I want to hear like a from the moment you landed kind of thing. Because
to the end.
Yeah.
Wow,
because I was seeing like random photos that you were posting. I was like, now I'm at a Yankees game, and I was like, now this guy's rapping. So I was like, what? And now I'm eating ice cream. You know, like it was a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. So basically, we were flown over by 2K for NBA 2K18. They were announcing a new mode there and getting hands-on with the game, and then we had like a bit of a day off before the event. So I went to a Yankees game. Yeah, exactly. So and this is my first baseball game that I ever went to.
Was it like
Yeah, that stuff totally happened. It was so much fun. And like, I have no idea what was happening in the game.
Baseball's a long game, from what I understand.
It's so long. And
how many hours were you there?
We were there for 6.5 hours, but we saw 2 games. They just played back to back.
Right. Okay.
So it was like 3 hours.
You could leave
a
at
game.
like interval.
Oh yeah, you could just bugger off whenever you want. But it was super chilled. It was great because it was pretty much just like drinking beer and just watching like in the sun and eating peanuts.
Yeah, nice.
Like, and the baseball was just something that was happening. I was hoping to catch a fly ball.
You've got a bit of color.
I do. I got a little brown. and then so we sort of did that for most of that day. Then the next day, the press event was very cool. You'll see more of it on the TV show, so I don't want to spoil too much of that. But it was like, it was a thing. Like, it was a logistics nightmare for them, I'm sure. We basically went around, they took 100 people around New York.
On a tour.
Yeah, and I met basketball players. And
were you on like a bus or something?
Yeah, it was a big bus situation. Double bus.
Right.
I mean, 2 buses, not some sort of double-decker bus.
Okay, right.
And sort of went around New York and saw these different locations that have something to do with the game that you'll find out about. And met some basketball players, totally out of my depth with them. They're also enormous.
I can't even imagine.
Like,
because to me, you're enormous.
I'm the tallest. Like, you know how when you're talking to me,
yeah.
If you were standing right next to, if you were interviewing me, you're kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, I had my neck back like this when I was interviewing them. It's ridiculous how enormous these men are. My favorite part. Okay, so there's this streamer who I watched play Madden for a while. His name is Cash Nasty, and he is this very loud, sort of tatted up black guy, like funny but very loud and very verbose. Right. And he's got this girlfriend who is like bleach blonde hair and she's kind of like vague. So them on screen together is a very interesting pairing. And then we're at the event, there's this guy rapping when we're at some music store and I turn around and someone yells and standing next to me, it's Cash Nasty. And that to me, beyond all the basketball players, that was like the biggest like, oh my God, this is like a celebrity.
Well, we'll see all of that, I presume, on Thursday on Screenplay.
You will, along with Cash Nasty.
All right, here's what games are coming out this week.
Say it.
Cash Nasty.
It's Monday the 4th of September and here's what you can soon play. Right now you can still get your hands on the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer beta on Xbox One and PS4. It's wrapping up today though, so if you're keen to check it out, get downloading after you've watched the rest of this video. Tomorrow, All-Star Fruit Racing hits Steam Early Access. With fast-paced kart racing and some very irresponsible coconut slinging, it's like Mario Kart for people with vitamin deficiencies. Fortnite is hitting brick and mortar stores in Australia, so you can go in and buy a physical copy just like we used to back in the 80s. The sandbox survival game has been out in early access since July as a digital download, and will still be free to play once it leaves early access sometime next year. Pay for half a game now or get a finished game for free later? This is nothing like the 80s. But keeping it simple is LEGO Worlds, which is making its way to the Switch. Now you can build monolithic phalluses on the train on the way to work, just like God intended. But are you more into cheap LEGO knockoffs? Well, hey, Knack II is a thing. For some reason, the sequel that nobody asked for looks set to deliver more platforming, beat-em-up action as a shifting mass of accidentally rendered objects. And finally this week, Destiny 2, or as I like to call it, Destiny, hopefully more than just a slick tech demo. With a promise of more excellent gunplay, cinematic moments, and a comprehensive story, it looks pretty good. And that's what you can soon play this week. What are your picks? Let us know in the comments. And sign up with St. George, and you could get $50 when you open a new account to get you playing sooner. So that is what you can soon play, Stephanie. Your pick for the week.
My pick is Destiny 2, but I'm probably gonna play it on PC. So I'm recommending for you to play it, but I'm gonna have to wait to play it until October. I
really, really, really want to play Destiny 2 on PC as well, but I'm weak, and you are gonna have to be a little weak as well, because we're gonna review it next week. So I'm gonna pick Destiny 2 as well. I'm very excited to see. Make a believer out of me, Bungie. Make me a moon wizard.
I have to say I'm a little bit excited for Nathan Fillion. Like all of the hype around him and his character and stuff like that, I'm excited.
All right, we're gonna see how it turns out. But you know what comes before that?
It's prize time.
With Cash Nasty.
Now, Nick, week, we have 2 prizes to give away this week.
How exciting.
First up, we have the Easter egg prize. You weren't here, but Miles and I said in our little Facebook pre-stream, which is something we're doing now for the first 10 minutes before the TV show airs every Thursday, so we do that on Facebook Live.
Yep.
We announced that something would be changing or moving slightly on the set during the episode that goes to air.
That wasn't you guys.
That wasn't us.
Yeah.
And it was Matthew Gilmore who was first to pick up on the little Nick puppet that was hanging in the background. His little arm moved in one segment, and then it moved back up. So congratulations, well picked. You win this awesome Asus Strix headset thanks to Evotech Custom Computers.
Look at this headset. It's ridiculous. There is so much headset here. I thought it was a graphics card. It looks exactly like a graphics card.
It looks like a transformer.
It looks like a transforming graphics card. Maybe it was a graphics card that transformed into a Strix headset. Thanks to good people at Evotech Custom Computers.
But there are more prizes!
There always is! We also ran the Photoshop competition, so I wasn't here for this one, but oh my god. I believe I saw the picture, and I said, I was in a cab in New York, and I said, the competition should be put what body it looks like that face belongs to. Because this picture of Miles that you needed to Photoshop, I do not know how this man travels internationally using this passport.
Yeah, so that's his passport photo from 2008. So he'll be due for a new passport photo soon.
God.
He must have just gotten that photo taken on the cusp of a maturation.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The prizes that were up for grabs, Astro A10 headset.
Yep.
And a Scuff gaming controller.
Sick prizes.
Thanks to Bluemouth Interactive.
Thank you, Bluemouth.
We got entries. Do you want to run us through them?
The first runner-up was Adrian McKay, who did this Harry Highpants pencil sketch, which he colored in Photoshop.
I love this so much.
This makes me a bit uncomfortable.
Really? What does? The knobbly knees? The high socks? The thongs and the socks?
And the giant hands.
Right, okay.
But the hair is spot on.
The hair, the face, that is an incredible drawing of a face that does not belong to a man that I know. I don't understand how Miles' face turned into that, but that is very good representation.
That is a good body to go with that face.
Good runner-up.
Our next runner-up was from Will Doug, who has reimagined Miles as Mystique.
I love this one. I love this one.
Very sexy.
Because it explains how he got that face. Because he can be anybody. He can even be a small Asian boy, which is what Miles looks like in that picture.
We also have this incredible avatar creator from Regan Lowe.
Now, Regan, I believe, was the one who entered the beat 'em up for you last week.
Okay.
But we've had to disqualify Regan. I need to technically say that this is a disqualified runner-up.
Right, okay.
Because they didn't make a body.
He has the instructions where you had to make a body for Miles. So even though we love this one so much and we have to show it to you all, it's so great. If there had been a body option in the character creator,
all you needed was one of those triangles where you could go like, fit, overweight, and skinny, and like just move that and just make Miles.
I hate those triangle ones.
It's not enough.
I can never get.
Not enough.
I can never get the right spot.
Yeah, I just generally stick it in the middle and then go all the way up to buff, and then I'm like, that's me.
Okay.
Cash nest.
And next runner-up is Michael Newman, who simply took the photo of Miles and wrote a body on it. So he did add a body.
He fulfilled the brief.
To the image.
He fulfilled the brief. And the thumbs up, I feel like the thumbs up there is taunting us, going, you can't touch me, I technically did this.
Massive troll. But there can be only one winner.
There can be.
And it's Adrian McKay, who actually also did the first drawing.
Harry Highpants.
He did Harry Highpants.
Yeah.
He's, I love this one so much because it looks so legit. He's put Miles' face onto David Bowie's body.
And it looks real.
It looks
this
real.
looks like,
and he's given him a bit of makeup to match.
He's given him a makeover, but there's so much, it's one of those pictures where you go, when you look at it by itself, it's just like a horrifying dystopian nightmare of whatever face Miles used to steal from children. But then when you add it to a sassy body, it takes on a lot of sassy personality.
Totally.
Like it's a face that absorbs the body that it's on.
The face really works with that pose. Like I believe it.
100%. Well done, Adrian. So you now own a sexy Scuff controller and a sexy pair of A10 Astro head set.
So this headset works on console as well, which is why it's great that you've got the controller with the thing.
You've tacked it up together, so
right?
well done. We have no prize for your runner-up entry though, other than our love.
But you just get the one prize.
You just get the actual prize. So we will get your details from you and send that stuff out to you. Thank you very much to everyone who entered.
Yes, we'll put all of the entries in a gallery on our Facebook page as well, so you can peruse them at your leisure.
Absolutely.
Well, that's it for today's show. Coming up this week, We're streaming Mario and Rabbids and also diving a little bit deeper on Senua's Sacrifice. And finally, hopefully, fingers crossed, we will bang a dad.
Let's bang that dad in celebration of Father's Day.
I know we can do it.
I know we can.
We have it in us.
Then one day we'll be able to tell our kids that we banged a dad on camera. But screenplay is also on TV on Thursday nights, 10 p.m. on 7 May. We've got the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer beta, all of the sick jams that I saw in New York for NBA 2K18, and we review Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Yes.
That one doesn't star Cash Nasty.
I am very curious to know what you think of this game.
So am I. I know. I wanted to ask you earlier today. I was like, "What are you thinking so far?" Because I played like an hour last night, but I had to hold it off so for the integrity of the bit.
Well, it's only the first episode, so we have to remember that in the context of the review, it's just one episode. But
don't you dare lead me. Don't you dare tell me what to think. Look at this. Look at it.
Just
just remember, Nick. Even if it sucks, it's just the first episode. It's all set up.
No, I'm just saying it's something to remember. But it's also, yeah, I'm curious to know what you think.
I'm so curious. But all of that is happening at 10 p.m. Thursday on 7 May.
You can follow Screenplay in all of these places. Details are in the description below.
But before we go, we don't want to leave without one of the great clips that you guys made to play us off with. This one comes in from Kill Frisky, who was on the run from the law when the law ran into some red barrels.
Thanks for sending that in, Frisky, but don't be shy, everyone else. If you've got a cool clip that you want us to run, then send us a link to it on Twitter using the hashtag ScreenPlayMyClip.
And you can send that to the Twitter ScreenPlayAU or to Nickboy or Hex Steph. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There's always gonna be another mountain.
Is this Taylor Swift? Who is it? Oh, it's Miley Cyrus. Pete, come and sing it, because you said F yes. That's how excited you were. Quick, I don't know the lyrics. Quick, before it's over.
It's a climb.
Miley Cyrus, ladies and gentlemen.